Right now we have about 5 minutes left until the food is all done. We just sprinkled some cheese on top of the chicken fajita bread, and so that's melting in there right now. The cake is almost done. While that's finishing up, I'm just going to talk about a couple things that I have up here real quickly. The first thing I'm going to mention is if all of you look at the very back of your catalog, and the back inside cover is all of your bonus buys and super bonus buys. Now, what that means to you is that you guys as customers, you guys get sales. Isn't that great? You come to a party, you guys get sales. For those of you who spend $35 today, you will get to choose one of the items on there that's one of our bonus buys. This picture, for example, you can get for $9.75. Every $35 purchase, you can purchase a bonus buy for $9.75. The picture is one of them. We also have a reed diffuser, and we also have this hurricane that's in there. Okay. Now, for those of you who spend $55 or more, those of you who like the bean pot in the basket, for example, you will qualify for our super bonus buy. This is a brand new piece. This is our roasting pan. It's a berry roaster. Okay? This is stoneware, so all the same rules apply. Dishwasher safe, oven safe. Don't know why you put it in the freezer unless you're having a lot of ice cream. But this is all stuff that you can do the same way. If you have a huge microwave, you can use it in your microwave. This is a $75 value. You can get it for only $19.75 with a $55 purchase. Okay? Any questions? Alright, so that is something fantastic. If there's a bonus buy that, maybe you're thinking about Christmas shopping already or some other kind of shopping that's going on, they're great little gift items, stocking stuffers, and Secret Santas for at work if you're doing any of the little ones. We also have a couple of other pieces I'm going to talk about briefly. I mentioned earlier we do lots of fragrance with our Sense of Home line. This is one of our fragrance warmers. Okay. There's actually a little light bulb in here that you can replace. There's two settings. There's a low setting and a high setting. You take this little stoneware dish, also dishwasher safe. You put a little drop of our fragrance gel, which is water-based, and a gel, so it's more spill-proof, and it is stain-proof because it is water-based. If you have small children, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but that's what, it's a little better than some of the liquid you can get. Put a little drop in the center, and you plug it in. You turn it on, depending on what level you want. It will send the scent throughout your home. It will smell fantastic, and it virtually disappears on this dish. You will have very little residue left of what you do have. You can wipe right off. You can stick it in the dishwasher. Okay? You don't have to worry about flames and candles if you're married to a fireman, for example, who doesn't allow candles in the house. Or if you're someone who doesn't, remember to blow them out in the bathroom. This is a great little piece you have. We also have a nightlight cover you can put on top. So if you have an entryway, you have a timer set, it'll automatically put on a nightlight and get some scent going when you come home from work. Okay? Alright. One final piece I'm going to show you is our gratitude tree. This is fantastic. I'm not done yet. Timer's going. I'm almost done. Our gratitude tree. This is one of our brand new items, and there's a great story behind it. The woman who created this, she had a daughter who's very sick. She has a daughter who was very sick. And so every day they would come up with little blessings that they would come out with. I'm glad she was able to sit up on her own, that kind of thing. It's a great family tradition that I'm starting at my house with my two kids. Every Thanksgiving I plan on bringing the tree out, and we'll have little notes. During the rest of the year, I plan on keeping the tree out if there's a big day coming up. My daughter's starting kindergarten next week. Put a little note up there for Hannah's first day of kindergarten. And it's also a great tree that you can decorate with. Obviously, in the fall, you have cute little notes that you can put on. We have our gratitude box, which does come with the little tags and strings. So if you're like me and you don't have time to cut them, you can actually purchase that as well. But I'm already planning on different things to use with mine at Christmas time. Little Christmas ornaments and little wreaths and garlands on it. During the rest of the year, this is a great family tree. You have little pictures of people, little picture frames. Put your little picture frames around it. So it is something you keep out year-round, even though it does tend to look a little bit polished. Okay? Alright, so now we're working on getting the food out, and I will show you what that looks like when it's all set and done. In the meantime, does anybody have any questions? No? Alright, good. Alright, this is our fajita chicken braid. Isn't that pretty? Nice. Nice and hot and bubbly still. Love it. Again, because it does insulate, it will stay warm. So if I was to be still up here talking in an hour, it would still be warm. I won't be, but it would still be warm for you. Alright. Alright, now we have the tricky part of the cake. We're going to put that right there. Now,
I don't believe it.
Alright, now, when you're making this cake on your own, first of all, be sure you're aware of your microwave. I mentioned we can do different kinds of recipes, different kinds of things. If you have a microwave at home that's really old, like at my house, my microwave doesn't really work well. You want to make sure your turntable is spinning. If the turntable doesn't work in your microwave, every 3 minutes or so, set a timer so you remember to turn it. If you don't, you're going to take a cake that turns out like mine at my house. One side is burnt to a crisp, crisp and the other side is just falling down poopy. Okay, so make sure you're spinning it. Also, when it comes out of the microwave, it's going to be hot. Remember, our stoneware gets hot, so make sure you're handling it with care. Let me see here. What we're going to do is, first we're going to test it. Just use a butter knife, a skewer, anything you have. You want to do it in the center. Make sure it's done. Another couple minutes maybe. But what we'll do is cover it back up because it is going to continue to cook a little bit while it's being covered in the stoneware. And just for purposes of showing you what this is going to look like, I'm going to try and invert it for you. Now, again, typically when you're doing this, you're going to want to, take some time at home because you don't want to burn yourself, first of all. And you want to let it cool a little bit so it'll pop out a little bit easier. I'm going to just loosen the edges with a butter knife. And again, if it doesn't work, it was the microwave, not me, not the bowl. You guys are way too quiet again. Thank you. Alright. Now this is the tricky, awkward part. Where we watch me try and flip it over without spilling it on myself. Alright, now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take it, and we're going to attempt to flip it. I usually shake it a little bit. Hopefully it'll loosen it up. Pop it back down. Now, if this works, the cake should pop right out.
There you go.
Alright, now if you're making this at home for your own family, what you're going to want to do is let it cool. You can frost these cakes once they cool all the way. Obviously, frosting's going to melt right now. If you're not wanting to frost it, you can just sprinkle powdered sugar or something on top of it. You can decorate it however you want. I haven't tried freezing these cakes yet, but I'm sure you can freeze them real easily if you want to have a couple different ones made. And again, there's lots of different varieties. So anybody who purchases a set of bowls, make sure you put your email address on that order form I gave you because I will email you recipes later on in the week. Okay? All right, thank you all very much for having me here, and I'm glad to meet all of you. Thanks.